For several weeks, we have been faced with a possibility of a major military escalation in Eastern Europe. Military analysts have pointed to a major military build-up in the region. We have recently heard a demand of security guarantees related to an important part of the OBSEE area and a renewed discourse about spheres of influence. All these aspects require a serious international assessment and a proper reaction.
Now, dialogue with Russia has started. It is a must. Our position remains the same, that any further aggression against Ukraine will have massive consequences and severe cost for Russia. But it's more than Ukraine. Now we are engaged on discussing the European security architecture, and on that the European Union will express its concerns, its proposals. There is a need to discuss mechanisms of consultation, incident prevention, hotlines for emergency contacts, and other measures that may help to de-escalate tensions, and we are very much keen to support and contribute to the discussions and negotiations on security in the continent. At the same time, we continue supporting Ukraine. We have an advisory mission in Ukraine, which is already contributing to strengthen the resilience in front of hybrid attacks, and we will continue doing more. We have just facilitated 30 million euros to the Ukrainian armies in order to increase its logistic capacities, and we are preparing sending a mission to support Ukrainians to face cyber attacks, which is, by the way, one of the risks they will be facing.
What was so amazing today was every country, it's part of why it went on so long, every country spoke. And the Russians were given additional time because they were Russian, and there were 30 of us, so they were given a little extra time. But every one of the allies in NATO laid out the same set of principles, the same hopes and expectations of Russia, every single one, without exception, without exception. I think one of the things that Russia has done, which it probably did not expect, it has brought all of Europe, NATO and non-NATO allies alike, together to share the same set of principles, the same ambition, the same hopes, and the same commitment to diplomacy. I think that what you've seen is really the coming together of the world around this problem to try to solve it, this crisis that has been created by Russia. There are many things going on in the world. All of us are sitting here in masks, except I took mine off for this. We're all in the midst of an Omicron crisis. We're all trying to deal with climate change. We all have seen other things that have taken place around the world. DPRK shooting off missiles in Asia. So lots is going on. We have colleagues that are negotiating with Iran in Vienna, Kazakhstan, lots of things. So this is a crisis that was created at this moment, for whatever reason, by the Russians. And so I think you've seen the world come together to try to solve that problem. So that is incredibly important, and I endorse that notion of the world coming together in this regard.